Hey, this is Randy again. Welcome to Retire with Options. I've had a few requests to do a little tutorial on the spreadsheet that goes along with the 300 to a million plan. And this is what I'm going to do and the latest updates. If you go down to the tracker tab, you can kind of find where you're at trying to meet your goals. I am currently in this account at about 44,000. So I'll just come to this column here and find where I'm at, and I can expect a monthly income of $2,144. Well, that's my premium goal at a 5% return per month. If you want to bump that up a little, feel free, but this is kind of where we've been testing, and it seems like it makes these goals very manageable. And the one issue or complaint that I've been hearing is that Iron Condors are complicated to manage and expensive on for the broker fees. Well, the broker fees, I can't do much about that, but if you look back, 2 years ago, you couldn't even attempt this. The broker fees were outrageous. $7 or $8 a trade, and, $1.50 a contract. So this was not even possible then. So all I can say for that is you just got to buck it up and, pay those broker fees. Now about it being hard to manage and keep track of, I'll agree with you on that. There's a lot of legs and it gets a little bit complicated. So we've got a little cheat sheet in the form of this spreadsheet to kind of help you keep up with it. In this column here, just put whatever your current portfolio amount is, or however much you want to risk of that portfolio. And then for each play, we're going to play it by the weight. We're going to calculate the percentage of your portfolio that you're willing to put at risk. And after a little bit of experimentation, we found that 12% is a good place to start. If you find that a little boring, you can bump it up. Or if you find it a little too exciting, you can lower that number a little bit. So in this case, I'll be risking approximately $5,300 of this portfolio each week. I will be doing 6 trades or 6 contracts, and the amount of the contract about $896, almost $900. So we'll be losing a little bit in that because we will round that off to the hundreds, and I'll be playing it at 800. And the expected return for the month is 5%. That's what we're shooting for. But we're going to calculate that on a weekly basis. So what we're looking for is low beta stocks, meaning they're not going to move a whole lot, and they need to be relatively higher in price, so there's some room to work with the options. These are going to be my picks for the next time I do this. Current options are going to expire this Friday, and I'll do this again probably next Monday and set these up. I've got the prices as of what was current today. They won't quite be this much by the time we get to Friday or Monday because of just theta delay. So anyway, what you do on the spreadsheet here, put in your ticker symbol, and then you're going to break up your condor. We're going to have the call side and the put side. Enter your short side of your condor, and then enter your long side. Now, the last week I did this, I had this kind of messed up, and I found out that I entered them backwards a little bit. So if you try to do that now, so if I try to go 291 here, it's going to turn red and let you know that that's not really what you want to do. So if you get that little red error box, you need to double check and make sure that you have your short and your long sides figured out correctly. Last week I just had these backed up. Then if you want to check or drop in your percent out of the money, I'm shooting most of the time just below 90%. So I do an 89, 90, or 87, 88. Sometimes though the premium's not there and I'll drop down to the 85s. So I didn't actually mark this down. You can if you want. I'm probably not going to track it. I'm just giving you a general range of where I'm at. You do need to put the premium in now that you're going to get on your trade. And based on how far these spreads are, it'll tell you how many spreads you have. Then it'll tell you how many contracts of that spread you need to buy. You don't need to fill out any of this or any of this. It will calculate the premium totals and calculate your return on credit or capital. And this return on capital will give you a good idea of which ones are working out well for you. One thing you might need to change, it'll give you a little warning when you try to change it. Just go through the warning and change this to your cost per contract so it will calculate the commissions for you. I currently have a 50-cent contract on TD Ameritrade. So if you don't have 50-cent contracts, you'll probably want to change this. I think it's 65 now. Or give TD Ameritrade a shout. If they see you're doing all these Iron Condors, they want to keep your business and they'll probably lower it for you. So anyway, this down here is all calculated. You don't have to touch it. But what it does, it adds up all your contracts, multiplies it by all your premiums, subtracts your commissions, and gives you the total collected for this go around. So you'll notice, well, it also calculates out the weekly goal that it takes to meet these objectives. And the weekly goal for this is $560. You can see currently we're going to be collecting almost $800. So don't get too hot on setting these parameters up too high, because these are easy to meet the goals and make this plan work. So now, how do you keep track of all this? How do you know when something's going bad? Well, this page down here, what it's going to do, it's going to go up this top page. It's going to get your tickers and drag them down. It's going to go out to Google Finance and get the name for you. It's also going to go out at anytime you refresh the sheet, it'll go get the current price of that ticker, and it'll bring the strike prices down from what you've entered up here. Now, you're going to want to know an alert price so that you can be warned if your option starts going out of the money. Well, right here we have a percentage alert. So I've got this currently set at 2%. So if I get within 2% of my strike price, this is for the call side, this is for the put side. So if I get within 2% of this strike price, it's going to let me know. So just for example, say I had a 10% warning price, it's going to turn all these red. But just to show you how it works. So 0.02, and we'll turn them back blue to normal again. Okay, I had a little format issue here. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, fix that. So anyway, I'll upload this spreadsheet along with this video. Yeah, play around with it. Let me know if you find problems with it, because I've obviously messed it up before, and it's quite likely that I'll do so again. If you have other suggestions that might make this better and work better for you, I'm not a Google Sheets expert. This has actually been a pretty much of a struggle for me to get this done, but I'm pretty lazy myself, and I don't want everybody to have to deal with this. You know, and if we get enough people out there, you know, y'all can share these around. Say if you got different options that you play, and don't want to look all this up, maybe we can get some teams putting this together. Anyway, that's kind of my little instruction manual for this. Let me know if you have any questions. I know that there are at least 4 or 5 people that are kicking this off within the next couple of weeks, or starting next week. And, start posting. I'll be looking for you to start posting, in some of the YouTube videos saying, hey, I'm at week 34, or I'm at week 22. Let's get a little cheering each other on section and know how it's going. Because the more people that are telling me about this, the more feedback I get, the better we can fine tune this for everyone. I've got some more ideas for the future that'll even boost this up a little bit. Not quite ready to introduce those yet. I want to get this rolled out first. But we're going to have some fast start programs that'll be really interesting. Anyway, that's what I got for now. We'll talk to you soon. Be sure and like and subscribe. And, if you can share this with a couple of people, I believe it's going to get real popular real fast. Anyway, that's it for me this week. Let's talk to you soon.